HSL adjustment. HSL means the hue, saturation, and luminance of all of these colors. We have reds, oranges, yellows, greens, aquas, blues, purples, and magentas. So we will start with the hue. Hue plays with the tone of each color. In this photo, we have a lot of greens, we have blues and aquas, and we have orange or red. So first we are going to play with the reds and orange. We want to change the color of these houses. We want to make them more red and more obvious. So I'm going to zoom in, and I'm using this hand to move it around like this. I'm going to start with the reds and see if the red will affect this. As you can see, the reds are not affecting it. That's why I'm going to keep it at 0. Let's move to the oranges. If I move it to this side, as you can see, we changed the color and now the houses are red. If you move it to this side, they will be yellow or green. So what we want them to be red like this. So minus 69 is good, a good number. And then we have the yellows. Yellows usually affect the greens as well. So let's see what will change. As you can see, when you move it to this side, it turns these greens to something more oranges. If you go to this side, it will be more green. And we don't want this. We want it to be a bit to the orange side, because this is the natural color. I'll keep it at minus 31. And then we have the greens. I'm going to zoom out the picture so we can see the whole picture. And we can play with the greens. As you can see, the effect of the green is a bit like the yellow in this picture. If you move the handle to this side, it will make these greens toward the yellow. And if you go to this side, it will move the greens toward the turquoisey color. So what do you want in this picture? We want more yellowish green. So I'll keep it at minus 28. Then we have the aqua. Aqua usually affects the water, as the name says, and also the sky. And the blues do the same. They affect the water and the sky. Let's play with the aqua first. As you can see, it's changing the color of the water. For the aquas, I will make it plus 27. And then the blues, I'm going to move it to plus 19. The purples and magentas, we don't have any purple and magenta in this photo. That's why changing them will not change anything. So I will keep them at 0. Now let's move to the saturation. Saturation is the amount of each color. For example, in this photo we have a lot of green. If you want to decrease the color, I'll just move it to this side. And as you can see, we removed most of the greens. If you want to remove the orange, we will move it to this side and we remove the orange completely. Let's move these to the middle again, make them 0. And I'm going to start with the orange. I want this orange to be more obvious. I'll give it a bit more of the color. Plus 23 is good. And then we have the yellow. I want to decrease the color a bit. Minus 20 is good. Then we have the greens. I'll decrease that as well. Minus 16 is good. Then we have the aquas. I'll keep the aqua at minus 8. And the blue, I'm going to increase it a bit. Plus 18 is good. And then we have the purples and magenta. We are not going to play with it because we don't have that color in our photo. After that, we have the luminance. The luminance plays with the highlights and shadows of each color. For example, if you want to make this orange brighter, I'll just move this to this side. And as you can see, we are brightening this color. If you want to make it darker, we will move it to this side. But in my case, I want to make them brighter, so they are more obvious in this photo. And then we have the yellows. I'll make the yellows brighter as well. Then we have the greens. I'll make the greens brighter as well. Aquas, make it brighter. Then we have the blues. The blues I will bring it down, make them darker so we have more contrast. And these two I'm not going to touch it because we don't have them. So this is all about the HSL. Hope you enjoyed and learned something new. In the next lesson we are going to cover the split tuning. I'll see you there.